Is the Nendoroid SpongeBob worth your money? Let's find out. Hey guys, me host Super Sorrow, thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants! We're going to find out today whether the Nendoroid SpongeBob SquarePants is worth your money. So let's find out and see what this figure is all about. I know that recently there was the Super 7 release, and a lot of people said it's got issues, it wasn't worth the money. So I wanted some form of representation of SpongeBob in my collection. So when my comic book store offered me SpongeBob for 40 quid, I kind of took them up on the offer. So let's jump in and unbox this bad boy and see what it's all about. So this is the packaging that the figure comes in. It looks pretty nice. This is product number 1926, SpongeBob SquarePants. It's a Nickelodeon product on behalf of the Nendoroid series. If we turn to the back, you can see all the different options available once you've got the figure out. But let's not hang about. Let's unbox this bad boy and see what he's all about. I'm excited. Right. Tape along the top. So let's give that a little snip. And we are in. Okay. Oh, there's actually a lot more in here than I thought there was. So we've got a little... Is that a bikini bottom diorama? It is. I like to keep these sometimes. These are great little stands that you can take photos with and stuff like that. It does have the Krusty Krab in the background, so that's pretty cool. So I will probably save that. Just going to pop that back in the box for now, however, just so we don't lose it. And we have SpongeBob, so let me just go ahead and crack him out of the packaging. Okay, he's out of the packaging, but we don't keep boxes on this channel, but we do give him a good old yeet. So everyone, all together in the comments now. 1, 2, 3, yeet! I do like the fact that everything does come sealed in a little plastic bag. Oh, maybe not a little plastic bag, but it's got a cover at least. I like the fact that it all comes sealed. That's quite cool. Now, SpongeBob does come with a very nice looking stand. I'm not sure if we're going to need it, but we do have a stand available. This is the spare face that's included with the figure. We have his little hat, a hand ready for the Krabby Patties, and of course, Gary. Meow. So he will actually stand without using the display stand, which is good. So he has got quite a firm base, so he will stand up pretty well. I was quite worried about that, but because the figure is hollow, this is actually a hollow plastic, it makes him so he's quite light and not very heavy, so he stands up pretty well on his own. Articulation-wise, there's not a lot really, but that I wasn't expecting there to be. The arms do lift up at this side here, so you can make him animate and things like that, and you can rotate his hands around in the little arm sockets. Like I say, you can move the arm up and down, you can rotate the arms forward and backwards. Same with the legs, there is a little bit of give there to move them outwards, and you can kind of rotate the feet around as you need them. And it's kind of what you would expect. It's a SpongeBob SquarePants figure. It's more of a posable statue than an action figure, I would say, because I mean it's made for adult collectors. It's going to be on a shelf. It's not really made to be overly played with. So to change the faces, all you do is pull the front hinge here off, and basically you can pop in the other face quite easily. They just slot together around the arm joint. There you go, and just pop that back together. Now, one thing to note is the eyes are transferable. So you can pop the eyes out here. They just are little push things, and you just basically pop the eye out. Whoop. So you can replace them. And we do have a couple of extra eyes that they did include, including a pair of angry eyes. Now these are the half-shut eyes. And they just, again, you just slot those into place as and when you need them. I think I've got the wrong eye in there, but but yeah, you get the idea. You basically pop them in as you need them. Like I say, there's 3 sets of eyes that you can basically put between all the between the 2 faces. Without any eyes in, that's kind of terrifying. So popping the other eyes in, it does make him look like he's laughing at something to the side. So that's a pretty cool way of making him sort of a bit more animated. This is what I mean about you can swap things around and make them look, you know, different every time. And it gives you plenty of options for expression. Like so. The hat is a little bit odd in my opinion. There is basically, you've got to trap a little piece of plastic in between the catch. If I just pull that out, you can see there's a tiny little catch of plastic here that is going to get bent and broken over time. And basically you've got to sit that in between the crack to make the hat sit on his head. No, I will not be doing that. Now let's work out how these the little hands and things were. Let's try and port those on. Putting the different hands on are a bit interesting, just because you've got to be very careful with how you port, the hand. Because in this instance, like I've got him holding the Krabby Patty hand out, let me just show you. When you're changing these hands out, there's not a lot to really hold on to when you're trying to push this on. And this moves around constantly, and you don't want to bend or mess up with that plastic. So that could be a little bit, I could imagine people breaking the figure, you doing that. So be very careful when you're changing the hands around. I do like the accessory hands, they're quite cool. Like, it's nice having the Krabby Patty and the flipper in his hand. And again, we can just sit the little hat on his head. And it's like he's at work, making Krabby Patties, the Krusty Krab. That's kind of cool. There are even other arms that you can slot in, that have the entire, we could take these apart. There's different bends for the arm, things like that. So you can make him a little bit more animated and articulated if you wanted. There's plenty of different options available with all the different things they've given us, all the different little accessories. I mean, that's one for the leg. Again, there's plenty of other things we can do with this figure as well. Just to clarify, this is in no way a negative view on it. I actually love this figure. I think it's very nice, and I'm going to have him up on my shelf in my collection. I've always wanted a little SpongeBob, and I was definitely thinking about getting the Super 7s, especially because they made Patrick and all the other characters. But I've been slowly noticing over time that the Super 7 quality is going down and down. And a lot of companies have pulled away from Super 7. So I kind of am moving away from collecting Super 7 action figures. I've had issues myself. Pinky and the Brain fall over all the time. They never stand up. I find that nearly all Super 7s fall over and I can't get them to stand back up again. But this Nendoroid figure, it feels solid. The quality is beautiful. It's well painted. It's well made. It doesn't feel cheap by any means. It's nice. So by all means, this is a great looking figure. And if you want a SpongeBob in your collection, this is definitely the one to have. But guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video today, then why not smash that subscribe button? Subscribing really supports us. It really helps us out and helps me to keep making more videos just like this. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, may the force be with you. Bye!